What's up, everybody? Soren Baker here on Unique Access, and today we're joined by Skeme.
What's
Thank you for coming through,
man,
sir.
Thank you for having me, brother.
Always a pleasure, Skeme, man.
Right back, right back.
And congratulations, man. You got a tremendous, huge breakthrough song here with Wishing that's going on with DJ Drama, Chris Brown.
That'll work out. It definitely worked out for me, so that song is dope. It's doing crazy numbers right now. I just looked at it walking in here, too, so I didn't say the wrong number, but it was like at 18 million views or something like that, so it's big for that joint right now.
Yeah.
And we top 3 at Urban Radio.
Yeah, man.
I gotta keep saying that all week, so and, that's my first time doing that for myself, so I gotta keep saying that to everybody.
Right. And this, of course, for people that know your material, this isn't your first Chris Brown collaboration.
Right.
So what, you had him singing about cocaine earlier, which...
And that's crazy, right?
I was like, he's singing about cocaine, yeah. Chris Brown? Really?
Yeah. Nice Dylan song, nice dope Dylan song. And you get the homie, chart topper himself, to go ahead and sing the dope Dylan record. That's dope though. It was tight up, so.
Literally and figuratively. So why do you think you and Chris work so well together?
I want to say just kind of the same interest, the same kind of feeling when it comes to music, like when it comes to making music. Okay. We sat across the hall from each other for about maybe 2.5, maybe 3 years, so we was used to seeing each other, used to working around each other, used to hearing each other's music, so it just came to a point in time where, you built up enough to be able to just like work instead of just like, oh, can you get on my song, please? Like, nah, I'd rather just build it and we figure it out.
Obviously, Wishing is doing extremely well, and the people that have been waiting for you to come back, you got the Paranoia.
Indeed.
That's dropping. So
nice mixtape.
Yes. So with that, how and why did you come up with that title?
Oh man, I'm paranoid about everything at the moment, so that's where we're coming from with that name. But that's just the feeling at the moment, you know what I mean? So especially when you take a break from music for a minute too. So that becomes a paranoia thing. My son's growing up, in the area, so it's another thing you're paranoid about. It's a few things, you know what I mean? Really about 2 hands full, so that's what I'm feeling at the moment, so that was going for it.
Okay.
Plus it looks cool on a t-shirt, so.
There you go. Now the project has a lot of excellent songs, stellar material, both production-wise, and you handle some of the beats on there as well.
Yes, sir.
And I noticed too, like with a lot of your projects, the last song, Star is Born, has it's a little more heavy with the subject matter, kind of looking at yourself.
Right.
So with that song, how and why did you feel like you wanted to end the project with that and speak on that stuff?
I always try to start off and end that way if I can, you know what I mean, if it permits. Even with like 36, I was like, you know what I mean, the verses broke down, just, you know what I mean, a little bit more introspective than anything, so you kind of checking yourself out and talking shit about it if you got to, or, you know what I mean, big up on what's happened. I don't know, it's weird. I just got that built in me. I don't know where I got that from, but I definitely got to do it every time. I think I'm going to change that too. Maybe on my album I'll do something different.
All right.
Make like a ratchet song for the last one.
And on a high note.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Make like a whistle while you twerk for the end of the album. That'll be cool. It'll be perfect. Shout out to the Yin Yang Twins too.
Absolutely, DJ
I still
Smurf.
look up to you guys.
Yes. And then also on the project, you got the Molly Wild freestyle.
Yeah.
And that one is one of my favorites. And
man,
I think
that be Molly, bro. That's my guy.
Right.
He got hella energy on them records. They go crazy. And what's funny was when I started that's why I never had a name for that record. Like everybody was like, what you want to call it? I'm like, I don't know. When I started the record, I really just wanted to start rhyming with the first word. Whatever the first word was, at the end of the bar, I was gonna rhyme with that till the song cut off. And that's exactly what happened, so it was cool. So now it's just the Molly Raw freestyle, Molly Raw joint, whatever we're gonna end up running with.
That shows like one of the things that I think has been impressive as your career has continued is that you've been able to do, the songs about the women, you've been able to do the street material, and then you've been able to do the freestyles and show like these different levels of your artistry and the diversity of it.
Man, I'm Lil Wayne's kids, so you know what I mean? That's all we is, all of us in this era. A lot of us at least, you know what I mean?
Right.
So that's where I get all of that from. I gotta cover everything I can, at least. Right. And still keep it me at the same time, so, you know what I mean? Even on Wishing, it's like I couldn't just paint a beautiful summer day with a woman. Like, gotta talk this nasty shit, so let's do it that way.
And on Paranoia, you also have a song about the women.
Yes. Yes.
What's the title of that one again?
Man, I don't even, it's just called Real Freaks. So shout out to them, shout out to the real freaks in the world.
Now on that one, the rest of Paranoia is dealing a lot more with like street stuff and like actual Paranoia, whereas that record is a lot more up-tempo, a lot more excited and everything.
It's just having fun, man. I had some good company while I was making that song. It's got a New Orleans bounce sample in it too, so it's like, you definitely gotta have fun with that. A lot of like New Orleans references going on inside of the track, you know what I mean? So I just had to have some fun with that record.
Okay.
And I'm in Atlanta recording it, so you know what I mean? Yeah. You definitely got the influence.
Yeah, no.
Shout out Valerie, Blue Flame, Magic City, Gold Room, 24K. It's a lot of places I could keep going the whole time if we want to. Where else we want to go? Ping pong, and let's talk about it, you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of places you can end up at in Atlanta.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been to a couple myself.
Hey, I know you know the feeling.
Yes, it's a beautiful thing. And with that, I think it's also great that as your careers continue to develop, that you aren't like either focusing on writing for others or focusing on just doing yourself. So how have you been able to find out now that you're getting a bigger profile as a songwriter and as an artist yourself? How have you been able to kind of navigate those two worlds?
I don't do too much in either, you know what I mean? I never really like, unless I know like I'm in my own mode or like I don't want to be bothered with nobody else's music at the moment. At that point in time, I know I'm dedicated to like whatever my album is or mixtape is or whatever's coming next for me. But when I get into like artist mode, and now at this point, like we said, the profile has gotten bigger, so now we kind of only come out for, certain things. It's not really like the new cat is really hard, like, you know what I mean? And that's messed up to say it, but it's just like, if they don't have enough, you know what I mean, heads, you know what I mean? It's needed. So, we always got to figure it out, but it's not hard at all. I think once we pick like, oh, this is the artist that we're gonna work for, or we're gonna figure it out, it takes me like 20 minutes, maybe an hour to get my head around what I want to do, and then we start going on it.
Right.
Take me a day to have about 4 or 5 songs for that artist.
And that's the thing, like when we were in the studio one night with Exhibit, I remember in AD, and after we had done Open Bar, and like just seeing you guys all collaborating and working together, it was like amazing seeing the energy feeding off. So how do you find now, also since you are doing production, writing for other people, writing for yourself, and doing a lot of collaborations, how do you find the energy is different when you're with other people working versus when you're by yourself? The control freak has to chill, you know what I mean? You definitely got to pay attention to some things that's going on, but other than that, it's cool either way it go. You just got to get used to how people work. You get used to the area, that's it. You see how they playing that day, you're good. It's just adapt every time, so if we wasn't good at that, I wouldn't be here in the first place, so, Well, that is true.
Indeed.
And you keep it going, which is a beautiful thing. So with the Inglewood series, are we going to be seeing more of those?
Man, for right now, I put them to bed. I've chilled out. I was going to call my album Inglewood Forever, but in my head, I'm on so much like, a different kind of artist at the moment. I don't even want to call it that no more. So I'm playing with titles, but I'm really set on this one. I think I'm going to call it Overdue. So that'll be the name of the first album. That'll be released through a label that I haven't told anybody that I've done a label deal, so.
Yes.
Nice.
Well, we know about that.
Nice.
Yes. Congratulations.
Indeed. I just slipped right into that one, so.
No, it's all
Overdue.
Good, you got to keep it moving.
Nah, always.
All right, well, there it is, Skeme. Thank you for coming through, sir. Here on Unique Access, I'm Soren Baker. Skeme is in the building.
Wow, my guy.
Inglewood.
Whoa.